Hey, what's up, everyone? I got the glasses on, so it's time for Reading with Rob, and I'm really overdue. I'm going to try to keep it short. It's this book on Tyranny by Timothy Snyder. You may have heard me review some of Timothy Snyder's more thicker volumes. This is small but potent, and I highly recommend it, of course, or I wouldn't be giving you this video. It is, for me, a type of book that you're going to keep around in your library to reference from time to time. It has 20 real world tips for dealing with tyranny and gives you, I think, a good snapshot of what we're all going through right now. And not just highlighting the problems, but giving you solutions, real world solutions that are extremely realistic that any human being can do. One of the first things I thought, I did was just underline. I was just underlining everything. But in chapter 40 is called "Take Responsibility for the Face of the World." And I'll quote him here: "Life is political, not because the world cares about how you feel, but because the world reacts to what you do. The minor choices we make are themselves a kind of vote." And it's true. Anything you do is political. Living is political. If you think you're apolitical, that in itself is political because you are making a choice for the status quo. And I am speaking to my former self when I said, "Oh, I'm not political." Oh, yes, I was. I just wasn't paying attention. So if you're apolitical and not paying attention, especially at this moment in time, and you're being silent, you are then acquiescing to the status quo and where things are headed, and you have not a voice in that. But everyone who lives, breathes, interacts with other people, you are political. So if you want to impact that in a positive manner, you should speak out. And he talks about that. He talks about ways that you can do this while keeping your sanity, without giving up a ton of sacrifice here. It's simply paying attention to what's going on. For example, not repeating disinformation, discerning facts, respecting journalism, the hard work of journalism, as opposed to people who easily and glibly just put out disinformation and misinformation, which is easy. Here's a great quote here. "Fascists despise the small truths of daily existence. They love slogans that resonate like a new religion and prefer creative myths to history or journalism. Post-truth is pre-fascism." You may have heard me say that before. The work of people who adhere to journalistic ethics is of different quality than the work of those who do not. I never really considered myself a journalist until recently. And the reason I began considering myself that is, as I would talk to other journalists, I understood that it's not objectivity. Objectivity is a myth. It is the ability to bear witness to what you see and to extract the truth and the facts as you see it, and to be fair about that. And so when I was traveling, that's exactly what I was doing. That's exactly what I do. I'm observing from my point of view what I see. And the more we learn about history, the more informed our point of view can be, which is why I think this is a fantastic book to keep in your library. It's small and thin. It's a good reference. And there are many other books that you can read that he references here. And anytime you can get Timothy Snyder added to your library, it's a net gain. This book is not expensive. It's easy to read. You'll find yourself like me underlining passages, and you'll find yourself like me referring back to it time and time again. Just get the book, put it in your library, and if you have some loved ones that you think could benefit from it, get them the book. It's completely worth it. On Tyranny from Timothy Snyder. Anytime you can add Timothy Snyder to your library and read a book of his, your brain is going to expand exponentially.